We are very delighted that you are able to join us today on this very special day, where at Ma Kamakya Shaktipeeth in Assam, the annual festival of Ambubachi starts, where the Devi is said to start menstruating, or basically she goes through the Rajaswala period for 3 days. And that is the reason it can be no better opportunity for us to actually talk about, if we call it so, the Hindu perspective on menstruation. And I will just very quickly also add a point here that Rajaswala Paricharya, as it is called, which is a very special routine which is prescribed in Ayurveda, completely scientific, and a very holistic, very logical routine which has been provided for ladies, is something that we are working on very, very closely. We also have offered it in form of a course where all those do's and don'ts, the things which are supposed to be done or not done by a lady, by a woman when she's menstruating, are mentioned in great detail. And along with that, what are the scientific reasons behind that? What are actually the logics behind doing or not doing something? Especially from an Ayurveda, from a complete bodily science perspective, life sciences perspective, and a very important aspect which is around the taboos. So there are certain things which have been misunderstood. That is why they have become taboos. And there are certain things which are, because the reasons or the scientific explanations for behind them have not been explained or passed on properly, they rather look like a taboo in modern times. So on that, among the very few and the initial literatures which were introduced was Nithin Sridharji's book, which was Menstruation Across Cultures. And that has actually brought in a lot many people into the perspective that when what we call the Hindu practices, especially around menstruation or Rajaswala Paricharya, what are the details behind them, and at the same time explaining it not from a blind faith perspective, but on a very, very logical and reasonable platform.